Wir sind zu Gast bei Crytek für Warface, ein AAA Free-to-Play-Shooter. And most people, I guess, are wondering, what does it mean, AAA in combination with free-to-play? What do I get for my money, and what do I get for free?
So, what we wanted to make clear to people is that to us, the free-to-play thing is it's a way to make money off of your game, but that's all it is, right? It's not. It doesn't change. It doesn't need to change the quality of your game, and a lot of people seem to think that, right? There have been a lot of people that have asked, like, free to play, so the game's not as good as Crysis, right? And so that's exactly what we're trying to prove, that that's not the case, right? So what we're doing at Warface is we're showing the free to play bit is a business model, but we're still delivering to you a Crytek quality AAA shooter that you can enjoy and play, and gives you lots of different possibilities.
And of course, the technology is the same.
Yes. So we're using CryEngine 3, just like all the other Crysis titles, and so we really do believe that it will show people that you don't necessarily need to spend 50 euros on a game. You can just get it for free with Warface.
And what actually do you get? How many maps? What classes?
That's a difficult question to respond to, because another thing that's really important about Warface is that it's a service, and so as part of that service, we will not stop developing the game when we launch it. So when we launch the game, I think there will be about 12 maps. There will be a load of guns. I'm not really sure exactly how many, but at least 4 or 5, at least 20 or 30 different guns, and then we have the co-op mode, which has which allows you to play together with up to 4 friends. That will have missions. There will be new missions in that every day. And then even if that is not enough for you, as we move forward, we will be developing new features, new missions, new environments, new modes, new maps, all of that stuff, and we'll be putting it into the game.
Okay. And if I'm ready to spend money on the game, what do I get? I guess maybe more XP, or?
So what we think is really important is that, yes, we love you to spend money into the game, but at the same time, we don't want that to come at the cost of the enjoyment of the game of other people. So the monetization model we have allows you to buy things for vanity items, as we call them, and it also allows for convenience. So the way that it works is you can buy weapon camos, you can buy character skins, you can buy all kinds of things that look interesting, but that have no added gameplay value, that just allow you to customize your character, and then for real money. And then what we also sell is everything that we sell in the game for in-game money, you can buy for real money. But there's no thing that you can buy, no weapon that you can buy for real money that you can buy for in-game money. That completely upsets the balance of the game.
So it's just the classical, you can have the shortcut, or you can play just more time.
Yes, but so that's all it is, because we really want to make sure, and that's really important to us, is we don't change the balance of the game for people that pay money. In fact, the coolest weapons in the game you can only get by in-game currency.
You can't buy them in the shop.
You can't. Well, you can buy them in the shop for in-game currency, but you can't buy them for real currency. And so that currency, it's a special currency that you need to earn, that's called crowns, and you can only earn those crowns by playing the missions in the co-op version, in the co-op mode, and playing them well. And that's how you get crowns, and then you can use those crowns to buy weapons and clothing that is special, that looks special, and that is among the coolest kinds of weapons in the game.
Okay, so you don't launch into a project this big without having faith in the in the money that it's going to bring, because you're not doing it for free, actually.
Yes.
So I guess you have talked a lot about this, and you have made studies. So you're absolutely sure that's going to work out.
Yeah. I mean, we have been live in Russia for about a year and a half, and we're seeing that our model works. We don't have to try and make it like really. We don't have to go out of our way to make the paying users absolutely 100% more powerful than any of the other users, because in fact what we believe is that Making sure that the paying users are happy is obviously very important, but making sure that the non-paying users are happy is almost equally important, because we want to make sure that those users can continue playing the game. Because what's going to happen is they're going to go to their friends and they're going to say, "This game is awesome. You should play it. I'm having a blast." And some of those people that they will bring in are people that will be paying money. So in that way, everybody is really important to us, and we want to make sure that no matter how much money you spend or don't spend into the game, that you have a pleasant experience.
I've always wondered about the thing that it's out in Russia, but we're still waiting. Is that kind of a testing ground?
It's not. I wouldn't call it just a testing ground. Russia is a very interesting market. It has a lot of potential. So it was obviously important that we get onto that market soon. The other thing is, in the West, we're self-publishing, so we had to take a lot of things into consideration to get ready to launch the game. So that's why it's taking a little bit longer to get it ready. But now that we've launched the closed beta, I think we're showing to the world that we're getting there, that we're getting really excited about launching the game in the West.
And the free-to-play games, they always have to compete against each other, because you can just spend your time without paying. And what does Warface bring to the table that's going to be the other ones?
Well, I think we're not just competing against other free-to-play titles. We're competing against any other title that's out there. I think what Warface brings to the table is a game that really brings the Crytek experience. The immersion, the graphics, the gameplay, the fun of playing the game, together with a new focus on team play and on variety to the table in a package that I think not many other shooters have. So, I mean, a lot of shooters have the versus thing, and you can play deathmatch and team deathmatch and stuff like that. But our co-op is really special. I haven't really seen a co-op in a shooter like we've done co-op. Every day you get a new mission, and we will be constantly adding new stuff into that. And I really think that people will, once they start playing it, they will understand how cool this is and how fun it is to play.
And these free-to-play titles, they're online and they're multiplayer mostly. And is that kind of going to be the thing that's going to survive, and kind of the single-player shooter that's story-driven is going to just fade away?
Well, I'm a very big fan of single-player games, so I think that it won't. I think there's always going to be a public that is looking at that. As I said, the free-to-play business model is one of the business model that you can use, and I think it doesn't necessarily. It's not because a lot of games are moving towards the free-to-play model that all the other models are all of a sudden not necessary anymore. That being said, as I've told other journalists throughout Gamescom before, I'm actually really interested to see if anybody's going to try to do a free-to-play single-player campaign in any game. I think there are ways to do it. It'll be hard, and it'll be interesting to see if anybody's going to be willing to give it a try.
Okay, and you mentioned you're going into closed beta in Western Europe now.
Yeah.
Can you tell me more about the timetable?
Well, so we went closed beta 2 days ago. We'll be seeing how it goes to determine when we will actually launch the game, but. So far, it's going pretty well. We're pretty happy with what we've seen so far. So I'm hopeful that we will be able to announce a launch date very soon.
Okay, thank you very much.